If you have been a fan of the AKB48 franchise, then you already know that SNH48 is a separated sister group from AKB48. But if you are new, then today in this video, what we are going to be discussing is what happened between AKB48 management and SNH48 management and what caused the split to happen coming up. How's it, everybody? Welcome to Jesse Juice TV. Old fans knows this already, but if you are new, ever wondered why there is a certain group in China called SNH48 and there is also AKB48 Team SH? Are they connected to each other? That is what we are going to discuss in this video, and if you are not subscribed in this channel, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. On April 21st of 2012, Japanese company AKS and Chinese company Nine Style jointly announced the establishment of SNH48. AKS, as we already know, is the company that handles AKB48 and its sister groups inside Japan, and at that time was expanding outside Japan by forming international sister groups. The first one established was JKT48 in Jakarta, Indonesia, and the second one was SNH48. And same as AKB48, an exclusive theater was built wherein they would perform regularly, and the group features dozens of female members around the age of 20. SNH48 had its debut performance in the show Gimme Power in January 2013 with 16 members on stage performing the Chinese version of AKB48 songs such as Heavy Rotation, River, and Ponytail Shushu. In April of 2013, they released a music video of River, which is a legendary song of AKB48 in the Chinese language performed by SNH48. And following the release of River music video, SNH48 performed in the 2013 Shanghai Strawberry Music Festival organized by Modern Sky, which is mainland China's largest independent record label. Later on in June 2013, SNH48 went back with Let's Become Cherry Blossom Trees as well as their first EP, Heavy Rotation. And in the same month, they went to perform overseas for the first time at the Singapore Asia Style Collection show with AKB48. A month later, July 2013, they released the video of Ponytail and Scrunchy, and again, a month later, their second EP, Flying Get, and in the same month, SNH48's theater, the Star Dream Theater, was opened, and after receiving working visas from the Chinese government, transferred members from AKB48 such as Maria Suzuki and Sai Miyazawa made their theater debut in October 2013. In January 2014, SNH48 had their first and only version of Japan's year-end concert, Kohaku Otagasen, in Shanghai, of which Team S2 won. And following that, they began their third-generation member audition on March 12 of 2014. SNH48 came back with their fourth EP, Heart Electric, followed by a release of their first album, Maeshi Kamukani, on May 10 of 2014 in digital form, and at the same time, voting for their first general election began, and the physical copy of the album was released a week later. SNH48's first general elections was held on July 25th, in which Woo Jae-han emerged as the winner, becoming the center for their next EP. On October 31st of 2015, held its first SNH48 Fashion Awards at the Red Sound in central Shanghai, which was the first of its kind within AKB48 group family. On January 18th of 2016, SNH48 released a mini-movie titled Souvenir. 2016 was the year wherein SNH48 began its moves towards originality by placing more emphasis on original material, starting from the release of their 11th EP, Engine of Youth, on March 25th of 2016. On March 3rd of 2016, an unfortunate incident happened to Tang Angshi, who is part of Team N2, that brought her to hiatus. She suffered severe burns that affected almost 80% of her body. The initial reports revealed that she accidentally set herself on fire by using her lighter, but further reports say that it was an attempted murder by one of her fans, which were Miyamoto, who was a leader in her fan club and has been said to put oil on her and set the fire, leading to the tragic event. And then this is where the problem happened. On April 20th of 2016, the SNH48 management Star 48 announced the formation of two sister groups within China, BEJ48 based in Beijing and GNZ48 based in Guangzhou, as well as the formation of 3 subunits, Color Girls, Seven Senses, Princess and Electro Ice Girls, and the decision of creating two SNH48 sister groups was made without prior approval from AKS in Japan, and therefore AKB48 management said that SNH48 management breached their contract, though it is not clear how exactly it is breached. On June 9 of 2016, AKB48 management AKS removed all SNH48 related content on their website, declaring the group to be fully independent after violating a contract. Aside from that, the concurrent position of Maria Suzuki was removed as well. On June 10 of 2016, SNH48 management insisted that they are an independent group from the very beginning and were never a subunit of AKB48, and there was no contract to begin with. So, with that saying, SNH48 broke apart from AKB48 and still keeps the branding of the 48 girl group model, and insisting that there was never a contract between SNH48 and AKB48 from the very beginning. And this was the official statement coming from AKB48 management AKS. About the operations of overseas sister groups in AKB48 group, thank you very much for always supporting the AKB48 group. While on the subject, there is a breach of agreement on the management side of SNH48 in the local area, and it is necessary to review the management, etc., etc. Therefore, in view of this current situation, I will inform you that I deleted all banners and advertisements concerning SNH48 posted on the official website of AKB48. In addition, we do not know BEJ48 and GNZ48, which are announced in Beijing and Guangzhou, and that there is nothing to do with AKB48 group at this moment. We will notify you. And then SNH48 management's rebuttal was, SNH48 clarified that they are fully independent Chinese local idol group and a star-making agency that is based on internet concept platforms, so it does not exist breach of contract action. SNH48 operation will remain unchanged. SNH48 explains while they set up their sister groups BEJ48 and GNZ48 on April 20th of 2016, they announced their original music strategy, which means SNH48 is becoming totally original. And despite being separated from the AKB48 franchise, SNH48 turns out to be successful on its own. Now, let's go to the rights to intellectual properties, which is their contents. According to the website of SNH48.today, part of the deal allowed Star48 to buy the rights to the songs to have them translated. And once the fee has been paid, Star48 is granted permission to translate the song. Once the song was translated, Star48 would then have to go to the proper Chinese authorities to register the new lyrics, and from that moment moving forward, the translated version of the song became their property. And you heard it right. The Chinese version or translations of AKB48 lyrics do not belong to AKS, and what AKS retains is only the rights to the original material and not the translation. In a discussion that I read on Reddit, there are some points that fans mentioned why most likely SNH48 went rogue and become independent. The reason why they wanted to make more sister groups within China is because of geographic reasons. China is so big and SNH48 alone cannot corner the rest of the country, and if they do, that's gonna be a lot of travel time to bring them from one place to another. And if they will divide into groups to perform in different locations at the same time, they will be spread thinly. Another thing is that the Chinese fans were unimpressed with the lack of original content SNH48 presented, because as we already know, same as here for MNL48, those first singles of SNH48 were Chinese covers of AKB48 songs. That is why beginning in 2016, when SNH48 splits from AKB48, SNH48 started making original content, and that includes completely original songs. With regards to the matters of original content, I think it's a valid point, and as a fan, I would love to see original content as well. But then, what is questionable is why SNH48 still keeps the 48 brandings for the group despite the split, because however you look at that, SNH48 looks so AKB48 but asserts to be an independent group. It is said that in China, you are not regarded as successful until someone tries to imitate or copy the name of your business in a similar form, because for them, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery in the mainland, and therefore, this way of thinking brought the management of SNH48 to decide on its own to create its sister groups within China to replicate SNH48 in different parts of China. So, if imitation is the sincerest form of flattery in China, then that answers our questions why China copies a lot of things. But AKB48 management is not willing to give up on the Chinese market. That is why they announced its new plans for China to form AKB48 Team SH. The formation of AKB48 Team SH, which is also based in Shanghai, China, is their move to replace SNH48. AKB48 Team SH came with their first album, Love Trip, on December 3rd of 2018, and they have more or less 280,000 fans on Sina Weibo compared to the 7.8 million fans of SNH48. It is said that while AKB48 is well known in China, but its fan base is small because of the promotional model, face-to-face idols. Because China, due to the distance involved, the face-to-face model is less effective. And that's all I have for you guys in this video about what happened between the management of AKB48 and SNH48. And if you would like to see future contents just like this one, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you stayed till the end of this video, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, friends.